Diana's grip softened, just slightly, when Gabriella shuddered. Something flickered across her face in the mirror, a crack in the armor. Gabriella caught it, held it in her breath. Diana's next kiss landed softer, lingering at the corner of her mouth like an apology or a confession. The sink dripped, counting seconds neither wanted to admit. Gabriella turned, pressing her forehead to Diana's collarbone. The perfume was familiar now, bergamot, and something deeper, something Diana only wore on days Gabriella stayed after class. Diana's fingers traced idle circles on Gabriella's hip, the touch lighter than before, almost reverent. "You're going to ruin me," Diana muttered, but the way her lips brushed Gabriella's temple betrayed her. Diana's phone buzzed in her blazer pocket third time that hour, and Gabriella felt the tension ripple through her body before Diana sighed and ignored it again. "Tell me," Gabriella whispered against Diana's throat, daring to kiss the pulse fluttering there. Diana's grip tightened, then loosened, her exhale shaky. "Tell me what you're thinking when you grade my papers." Diana initiates rough intimacy in the bathroom, but softens unexpectedly, revealing vulnerability beneath her dominance. Their encounter shifts from physical intensity to quieter tenderness. Diana's hands gentler, her kisses lingering, as Gabriella notices her perfume's familiarity. Diana admits, reluctantly, that Gabriella affects her profoundly, even as external interruptions threaten their moment. Gabriella presses for insight into Diana's thoughts during their academic facade. The confession came in fragments, against Gabriella's skin like a secret. Diana tracing the curve of her ear, admitting she circled Gabriella's grammatical errors just to hear her argue about them later. How she'd memorized the scent of Gabriella's shampoo, coconut, cheap drugstore stuff, from 2 rows back in lecture. The way her pen hovered over Gabriella's name on the attendance sheet longer than anyone else's. Gabriella caught Diana's wrist mid-sentence, pressing her palm flat against her own chest where her heartbeat stuttered. "Feel that?" she whispered, watching Diana's throat work as she swallowed. Diana's fingers flexed, clutching the fabric of Gabriella's shirt like she could anchor them both. A shudder ran through her, not desire this time, but something raw and terrifyingly tender. Diana's resolve cracked first. "Christ!" she choked out, dragging Gabriella into her arms with a desperation that bordered on violence. Her lips found Gabriella's temple, her cheek, the corner of her mouth, not claiming but worshipping, as if every touch was an apology for how long it took her to admit this. Gabriella melted into it, her fingers digging into Diana's back hard enough to bruise, because love had always been a war between them, even before they named it. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, indifferent to the way Diana's breath hitched when Gabriella whispered, "Say it again." Diana buried her face in Gabriella's hair, inhaling like she could memorize the scent, and murmured it against her skin. 3 words, barely audible, but Gabriella felt them in her ribs, in the way Diana's hands trembled against her waist. Outside, footsteps echoed down the hall, a reminder of the world waiting to pull them apart, but neither moved. Gabriella traced the line of Diana's jaw, her thumb catching on the pulse fluttering there. "You're scared," she observed, not unkindly. Diana's laugh was ragged, her grip tightening, not denial, but surrender. "Terrified," she admitted, pressing a kiss to Gabriella's palm, each syllable a confession. The admission hung between them, fragile as the late afternoon light slanting through the blinds. The doorknob rattled. Diana froze, her breath hot against Gabriella's wrist. "Occupied!" she barked, startling them both with the roughness in her voice. A beat of silence, then the unmistakable sound of a key sliding into the lock. Gabriella watched Diana's face drain of color as the door creaked open, revealing